Hello again, and this is the second session of today's lesson. Today you'll have the models for the second part of language development on pages 23 to 24. Before we go to the models, we'll check the answers of the previous video. And here is the answer. Here is the table for exercise 1. So check your answers. I'm sure that you did well. Okay. See in the WhatsApp group, some of you answered correctly. And this is for exercise 2, completing the sentences. So please check. Okay, we use have to, have got to, need to, or must before a verb to say that something is an obligation. In other words, that it is necessary. So animals have to, or you can say have got to, need to, or must find food, water, and safe place to live in order to survive. Okay, so in order for animals to survive, they must find food and safe place. So this is an obligation. If you want to say something is not an obligation, okay, we can use the negative don't have to or don't need to before the verb, okay, to express that. So let's see the example here. You don't have to or don't need to feed the chickens. Why? Because I have already fed them. Okay, we'll have more examples on models for used for obligation. Okay, see this example. Children have to or have got to go to school, okay, at age 6 because this is something important. I must do my homework. Okay, it's an obligation. The homework is an obligation. I must do it. I must or I need to go to the bank today because I have something I need to finish. So I must go to the bank today. If something is not an obligation, okay, we can use don't have to or don't need to. I don't have to work on Fridays. Why? Because Friday is a holiday. So I don't need to go to work or I don't need to work on Friday. Okay, you mustn't use a mobile phone in the exam. So you are not allowed to use mobile phone in the exam. So I use mustn't, okay, to express or to say that something is prohibited. You mustn't smoke here because this is not an area for smoking. So you are not allowed to smoke here. Models for advice are like should or ought to. You should or you ought to join a study group for your research project. If you're sure about your advice, you can use should or ought to. You could try online and banking app these days, okay? You could try, if you're not sure about your advice, you can use could or might be. It might be a good idea to shop online because of COVID-19, people should stay at home. So to shop online is a good idea. Okay. Okay, here you have another exercise for using models. Okay, exercise number 4, circle the sentence which best matches each picture. So let us look at the first picture. Here you have two people, a boy and a girl, a man or a woman. They wear uniform, so for school uniform. So which sentence best matches the picture? We have to wear a uniform or we shouldn't wear a uniform? This is a uniform. Okay, give you time. I'll give you time. I think you'll say A. A is correct. Okay. You can do the rest on model. And here, picture 2. Look at this sign, a car. So which one is the correct sentence that matches the picture, A or B? Here, picture 3, free entry. So the door is open and here it says free. So is it A or B? You don't, you have got to. What do you think? It's a funny picture. Okay, look at the man here. Okay, he wears this t-shirt and the others have, okay, work clothes. So what do you think? He shouldn't wear or he doesn't need to wear? So take your time, look at the video, and then go on Moodle and answer these exercises. And then we'll have the third session, which is critical thinking.